We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This week's musical artist is Green Jellÿ. I'm your host, Jason. I brought you Green Jellÿ. Last week, our artist was Parliament, and that was brought to you by Tim.
Follow your nose.
And next week, the artist we're bringing you is Motley Crue, brought to you by Bill.
No one knows where the nose goes.
If you'd like to bring us an artist, check out our Patreon. So Green Jellÿ.
We got that subscribe plus thing too.
We got that subscribe plus. Show them little icons. Show your support. Get that slap button. We may need it.
Let's start talking about some music.
Bill does get a whale tail slap though in Parliament, so there was that. I'm glad I saved it.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, we wouldn't.
It seemed appropriate.
Oh, let me turn on comments here that I can see them, so I know.
Oh my gosh.
That Bill's watching them. I know he's selective with his comment reading.
Well, okay, fine. Sam said, Tim, what did you do when Ozzy died? Man, I cried when I heard Mama, I'm Coming Home that day. And then Sam says, wait, did Bill just see the new Haley Williams song that just dropped? Sam, what did you think of the new Haley Williams song that dropped? And Trey's in the chat.
Yeah, you didn't say nothing about Trey giving that Chihuahua some slaps. See? I see it, Trey.
To go in order of comments there, I mean, I think I'm still crying after finding out that Ozzy died. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and we, as we knew it would be for a very long time. And, yeah, Ozzy forever.
And we lost that amazing actor, too, who was in Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
I'm okay.
Who's that?
He was in Commando Dad, or what was it called? I can't remember.
We've lost a number of people. Yeah, I mean,
but only one Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like I've seen it a couple times online in various places. There was Ozzy, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah.
I love the memes of the Heaven's Gate, and it's got Ozzy and Hulk walking through it, and it's like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? Both those people are going to hell for two totally different reasons.
Yeah, one's got to wait in line, and the other one's got the golden ticket.
Yep.
Oh, Trey, I 100% agree. His comment, Mama is the one they've been playing, but can't get See You on the Other Side out of my head. That's the one that's been on my head. Grand Osmosis is one of my favorite.
Yeah, that's one that still brings a tear to my eye every time I hear it. I believe her. I would go back to the old school heavy stuff. That one's a ripper. And, yeah, I mean, they're all so good. They're all so good. The Diary of a Madman, the title track.
Just Sabbath. We haven't got to Ozzy's discography.
Yeah, we're getting there though.
If we were smart YouTubers and rode the algorithm, we would have covered Ozzy, during this news cycle. But no, we're doing Green Jellÿ, so fuck it.
Well, they've made the news this week, and it's Ozzy related. So, don't know if anybody else caught that. It's actually kind of funny. We're doing kind of funny. We landed on it. They're in the news right now. They just fired a dude because he posted a meme after Ozzy died that was not well timed. It was kind of funny, but it's also just in really bad taste. And I've certainly been doom scrolling some Ozzy for the last couple of weeks, so I did see it. It was quickly taken down. Dude's been fired, and it's actually making all the news because now there's a big press thing going. I haven't followed it too much, but I've seen it there. I don't know if one of you guys with a computer in front of you want to look that up real quick.
Not me, or it's just gonna pull up what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I mean there's a million members to this band, and so yeah, some of them are in and out pretty quickly. It's interesting that there's a current band again.
Yeah, because this is a pretty.
I think they're actually playing near you, Jason.
Oh, I know. I've been trying.
Yeah,
$10 pre-sale, $20 at the door. I've been trying to talk my family into going, but
they'd love it.
Yeah, it's a puppet show.
That's right.
Family friendly.
Shit. That is unfortunate. I get what you're saying, Tim. Like, yeah, it could be seen as kind of funny, but no, that's not. But yeah,
yeah. Too soon. Too soon.
Yep. I mean, I say on the side where it'd be like, yeah, it could be seen as comical. I mean, is there some truth behind it? Probably. But that's not the time. Yeah. Now, if it was like the anniversary of the death or something like that, like 1 year, 2 year, okay, I could see it then. But this is.
Yeah, well, there comes a point, because I do remember seeing the meme, the change my mind meme. Where it's like, Nirvana hasn't put out any good songs in 27 years. Change my mind. And it's like, well, it's not wrong. It still hurts, but it not too
It's soon, true. There's merit behind it.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny. It's amusing.
Yep. You get a chuckle out of it.
It's not as bleak as, some like Geffen or whoever owns Geffen now putting out a new Nirvana song with AI, and then
I remember that's
a much bleaker world.
Too. Yeah, they did that already. That kind of kicked off the AI songwriting, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if it was that or Tupac. I think Tupac was kind of.
Well, Tupac, they were still using like old tapes too. It wasn't like completely AI generated.
All right, Green Jellÿ, brief history / relationship with the band. I guess I'll go first. In 1993, my friend got the cassette because Three Little Pigs was on MTV, and it was the shit. And we listened to this cassette at a much earlier age than we probably should have. Then I picked up 333 on cassette. And didn't know the other two. Well, I knew I had heard Garbage Band. I'd listened to that one a little bit, but I didn't know anything about the 2009 one. So,
I mean, I can follow that up.
Oh, go right ahead.
Okay. Say my relationship, real quick, short and sweet. I knew about the Three Little Pigs music video. Watched that for the first time, and oh gosh, probably 2013, 2014 when I was in high school. Was definitely amused by it. I didn't deep dive it per se, but it was one of those things. Like a friend, or I think it was my dad's like, "Hello, you gotta see this video." He showed me the video, and then he went back to watching whatever it was on the computer. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, definitely iconic is at minimum what to say about that music video, at least from my perspective.
It's memorable.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it certainly is, and it was the hit, but I'm old enough to have an OG copy of the whole thing. And yeah, every video on here is just priceless. It's so of its time. But a lot of what's going on here does still hold up. Yeah, and then I remember the lawsuit, and I remember when 333 came out, and I got one of the videos somewhere, and then I lost track. And then in the last couple of years, since they've reformed, they were partially based around here regionally, so they've been playing here a lot lately, and so I've known that they're around, but I still haven't seen them live. I've got friends who have worked the puppets though, so
yeah, I think Burnham worked.
Yeah, I've known about them for 30 years. So 35 years.
I did see the documentary they put out a couple years ago. It was pretty good.
Okay.
So yeah. This discography, fair warning, it's all over the place. Hard to find information on. So we're just going to wing it through the albums. They had an album before this, technically.
Should have used the OG cover.
Well, the album art, you'll see it was hard to find even some of the album art for some of these.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, do y'all want to talk about the live at the whatever first, or?
Yeah, I ended up listening to something that actually came out before this, and I think Bill did too.
Yes.
Bill, do you want to start? Because you started with the beginning, right?
Yep, let's say cool. So actually, I started. I want to say the beginning, because first one I actually listened to with Green Jellÿ was called "Let It Be" and came out in 1984.
Yeah,
Right. That apparently is
I've heard
the
that one.
first one.
And I know I started there, and I was like, how the hell do you get to Three Little Pigs from here? Just because it was very rough sounding, but again, it was probably like, all right, here's a couple high schoolers or something like that at the time. Like, all right, like here's $10 to record in the studio for 20 minutes and just get something on the record. Like,
And that was the beauty and the magic of the 80s, is you didn't even need a studio. You could just set up like a tape recorder in the room or a video camera, or everything was still analog, so you still got a nice warm sound if you did it right.
yep. Saying I mean, for me, the highlight on that one was "I'll Buy You Any Major Appliance You Want," which was the ending track on it. I don't know if that actually because most of these got redone or reissued on one of the upcoming albums in some capacity.
Right. But
Um,
yeah, I think that one's like singular to that release, is what I read.
I'll say I think so because I know I was trying to find it. I was like paging through because especially once I hit, excuse me, the next one, I didn't see anything else with it as opposed to. I mean, you had Whip Me Teenage Babe, Green Jellÿ theme song, you had Ice Cream song, you had iCrog. Like they,
Yeah.
they were decent, but for me, I definitely appreciated when they cleaned it up for what would be their, I guess, second album slash a beta album, alpha album, however that gets.
Well, it's a
viewed
film
as we're going through
soundtrack.
this.
Well, we're not even here. We're not even to the soundtrack yet.
No,
Yeah,
because then you get
because you're
Triple
talking about
Live
Triple
Brother
Live.
Blues.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Budokan,
Yep,
which
came out.
felt to me like very much like the demos for the soundtrack.
Yes. Say demos, it felt like, okay, we did this, 1984 album. Okay, now we'll actually like go try and record some stuff and just see what happens. Actually, demos
Well,
makes
and
a lot of sense.
I'm sure that's an evolution of the live show too, obviously, because that you could still that is how you did it in the 80s, and there were still live shows frequently available, and the crazier you got on stage, the more people that came in, and
Yep. So yeah,
and then I'll rip the Band-Aid off and mention Guar, being a big influence here.
Oh yeah.
Especially in the live show and in the filmmaking aspect even too, because Guar's got some great films. Yeah, and like the Triple Life Mother Goose really, the parallel I really got, because it was the first time I had heard it, prepping for this, and I was surprised at how many songs kind of ended up on Serial Killer, but also, that they didn't change that much in like the way the shift from Mr. Bungle, which we didn't cover OU818, but that ended up basically becoming their first album that we did cover. And so, same time frame too, actually, which is pretty interesting. They both kind of happened at the same time. So it was a whole scene going on. And you really get that. There's some of the songs that don't go further, like Food Fight, which is ultimately just kind of wipe out, but it's a lot of fun. And Eat Satan's Ham is just classic Green Jellÿ that I'm surprised didn't go any further. And yeah, Ikrog I thought was I don't know, let me double check here real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna say Ikrog, best closer in the discography, even though we're not actually gonna talk about it. Um yeah, they'd been doing some really interesting stuff before we get to the soundtrack, which yeah, again, is just incredible. And yeah, it starts with Obey the Cow God, which is absolute top song banger, possibly the best opener in the entire catalog here. Yeah, eat my burger, for it is my flesh. Drink my milk, for it is my blood. So good. And then, yeah, I mean, Three Little Pigs, that's the hit. And here it is already. And it's a classic. You know, we should mention too, a thing I think that really makes this band. You know, they say you're only as good as your drummer, and they do have Danny Carey playing drums for him at this point. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on. They've also got two bass players, two guitar players, a bunch of people just making noise. Rock and Roll Pumpkin, or oh wait, I skipped Serial Killer. The Reason for the Lawsuit, and another top song banger, The Toucan Son of Sam. You know, it's speed metal, it's Iron Maiden, it's also very punk rock. And then when you get the video edit version with the lemony lemons and the orangey oranges, that is just classic stuff. Highly recommend it.
See, Bill, back in our day, Fruit Loops and Tricks, there was only 3 flavors.
Don't forget your pink hearts. Yeah. And just the concept of it. Serial killer, toucan, son of Sam, just the whole concept of it is pretty brilliant, and they pull it off very well. Love Rock and Roll Pumpkin, which, yeah, the version on Triple Live Mother Goose I thought was really cool.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Rock and Roll Pumpkin. Anarchy in Bedrock, of course, that's just a cover of Anarchy in the UK with the Flintstones twist. It's a classic. Electric Harley House of Love, just big riff rock. I love how halfway through the guitar solo they literally switch into the Enter Sandman riff. It's pretty funny. There's even a little vocal reference to it. And doing research, I found out that they were actually sued by Metallica for that, which I had not heard before. I thought they let it go, but apparently they did get sued for it. Tripping on Ecstasy, that's just total 1992 grunge Chili Peppers parody done to perfection. And then another top song contender in The Misadventures of Shit Man. That's just a classic video, classic song. Still just lives rent free in my head. How's Me Teenage Rave? It's pretty funny. Very different from the version on Triple Live Mother Goose too. But still basically the same thing. And then Flight of the Scabjaquata is
Sakajikita, right?
I've always said Sacagawada.
Sakajikita?
Sajaquata, whatever. I don't know. I'm reading my notes, and I don't know how to read, so I just typed it out phonetically. And then, yeah, the Green Jellÿ theme song, that's a classic. Again, Primus is coming out at this time, too, using that same tactic. 92, 93, man, was a beautiful time for underground, artistic, rock and roll music. And this is a fine example of it.
Well, Bill, you want to go back and forth?
I mean, we can if you want.
Yeah, let's go back and forth. Especially the way your tone and the way you responded there.
For what?
The opening lines of this discography are you ready to obey the cow god? It's classic top song contender.
I'll pay the cow god. I'll say for the opener. This one was one of the few ones on Serial Killer soundtrack I liked more than the Triple Live Mother Goose version. Um,
Sure.
I
Yeah, it is
thought,
cleaned up a little bit. They
yep.
tightened it up. I
But yeah,
liked the raw energy of Triple Live, but yeah, this is the definitive
yeah,
version for sure.
yep. Let's say I definitely liked. Let's say this was one of the few ones though that I liked better on this version.
Sure.
Three Little Pigs, classic top song contender.
I mean, Three Little Pigs. You've known it. You listened to it. Again, though, on that one, I think I like the Three Live Mother Goose one more.
It was interesting seeing the original video for it.
Yes.
That's up on YouTube. If you guys need to check that out, I was unfamiliar with it, and it was I enjoyed it.
Follow Your Nose, heavy as shit. This song spoke to me when I was 13 years old. Top song contender.
The Serial Killer, right?
Correct.
Okay. Um, top song, best song on the album. I really enjoyed the lyrics on it.
Rock and Roll Pumpkin, say it again. That's all you fucking need. Top song contender.
I thought it was a solid song. Just wasn't a down point necessarily, but especially right after Serial Killer and before we get to Anarchy, it's like okay, it was good, but it felt like a different change of pace for me when I was listening to it. But it wasn't a bad change of pace; it just changed.
Changes of paces are good, though.
Oh yeah,
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we probably will.
Anarchy in the UK, better than the original. Yeah, I fucking said it. Top song contender.
so this would again, I like the Triple Live Anarchy better. Um, that being said, this was still a really good, enjoyable song.
Electric. That fucking riff, top song contender.
I mean, anytime you can effectively use motorcycles or any other sounds in a song like they did in that one, like immediate top song contender.
Tripping on Ecstasy, I was way too young to be listening to this album. But as I got older, this song got better and better. One would say a top song contender. I already know, fuck you, Tim, it's Mr. Bungle.
Trip on Ecstasy for me was the low point of the album. Um, it wasn't bad, but it just paled compared to the rest of this album.
Well, and I didn't mention that Obey the Cow God is just Ace of Spades.
Oh, you don't have to. That's the beauty of this band. This is dirtbag rock right here.
For sure. Yes, 100%.
This is dirtbag as you can get.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting too, like not to break it up, but where like Gore is really like going for the sci-fi horror metal side of things, and how Green Jellÿ really goes for the cartoony, like Mr. Rogers side of things. It's interesting.
They take the piss out of a lot of things.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Misadventures of Shitman. Is this the greatest song in this discography? Quite possibly. Top song contender. If you don't like this, Bill, I have lost faith. I will never take your musical opinions That's fact ever again. How the fuck do you not like Misadventures of Shit Man?
I do like it.
Comma, but
No, it was. God, how was it? What was it before? Was it Let It Be that it was on initially?
it doesn't
No.
matter.
Yeah, it was Let It
Yeah,
Be.
yeah, I would let it be.
I so that was potentially the one I liked the most off of that one after I buy any major appliance. Like I just liked how raw that was. I thought it worked really well with that version. Now you get to Misadventures of Shit Man, where it's cleaned up, actually made into I don't want to say an actual song because they're both songs. Um, but like it was enjoyable how they cleaned it up. Like, but if I had to pick one over the other, I would pick I've Got Poo Poo over Misadventures of Shit Man.
Well, you're not picking over those.
Well, when we get
We're
to
just talking. We're just talking. Track 8, Misadventures of Shit Man on Serial Killer soundtrack. That's what we're talking about.
that is what I'm talking about, though.
And your only comment was you liked a different version better. Tell me, Bill, what did you get out of this song? What emotions did it spark? How are you feeling?
Comedy, comic, laughter.
Okay.
Well, what was it sparking for you, Jason?
Nostalgia. We've all been there.
Paul had poo poo on our shoe.
We've all had poo-poo on our shoe.
Follow your nose. It always knows.
House Me Teenage Rave. I was way, way too young to be hearing this song at 13. Teenage Rave awoken something in me. It made me the person I am today. The only rave song that I need in my life. Top song contender.
So what made Teenage Babe was better. But this was still really enjoyed this version of House Me Teenage Rave. I really enjoyed the energy it had with it. I liked the dialogue that got included with the lyrics. I thought it was actually done exceptionally well.
They're taking the piss out of the early 90s rave scene with that song. Like, that's what's great about it. Because that's what all that shit sounded like back then. The Flight of whatever the fuck, probably my low point on the album. But if this is the low point on your album, then you got one hell of an album. That fucking outro. You cannot tell me you like Black Sabbath and don't like this album.
So yeah, I hated this album. Flight of the Sketchaquada I thought was a phenomenal song. Really enjoyed it through and through. Yeah, it's a phenomenal song.
Come on, you already know. Top song contender. Shout out Maynard, because you know we big Tool fans here at ODD.
Green Jellÿ sucks. Need we say more?
I mean, what's great about it, it's, and I know it's a lot of nostalgia because, like I said, I had the cassette when I was 13. It was like played in rotation with Nevermind and In Utero and Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Well, and yeah, and
Album,
so it falls into that nostalgia that you're okay with. Like, it aged okay with you. Because, like, yeah, I'm 100% nostalgia with this one, too. And it's like, yeah, and I can still listen to it and enjoy it. You know, it has actually held up. So
I'd get it on vinyl, but it's not a record that I'm not gonna be in the mood to listen to this album all the time. Like it's kind of a novelty, but it falls into that like, oh, you've heard Three Little Pigs? Have you heard Shit Man type situation?
Right. Right. I want you to put me on the wheel.
Put me on the wheel, Daddy.
With me.
It just leaves in your head. All of it.
You've got to.
It doesn't take much. You hear it once. You hear it forever. What about you, Sam? You like the serial killer soundtrack?
Sam said play
you
the
seen the
song, but I have
videos?
no
They're
idea
actually
what
up
song
on
he's talking
YouTube.
about.
Play it again, Sam. We're not playing a song. You're not trying to get us copyright struck. Because you know you're really shit if Green Jellÿ sues you.
That'd be rough.
That'd be rough.
Right, that's just the lose.
No one wins.
No one wins that one. Yeah, that's
Never heard of this
You've
band
never-
till now. You've had to have heard. I don't know, because I was talking to somebody at work today, and I was like, Three Little Pigs.
why
and they're
would
like,
you
no.
hear? Why would you have heard about this band unless you were a teenager in 1993?
That's true. They don't play Three Little Pigs on any kind of modern rock station now.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm saying it's not the same if you don't have the music video going with it either. I mean, yeah, it's good as a standalone song, but the music video just makes it that much more impactful.
I still remember, like, the first time I saw that video. I was spending the night with my childhood friend Michael, and I was at his house watching MTV late at night, and it came on, and our little 13-year-old selves were like, "This is the coolest thing ever!"
Yeah. I mean, this was when Beavis and Butthead was coming out, and like,
Yep.
yeah, this was definitely part of an entire generation that I'm certainly a part of. Like, yeah, this was everywhere.
Alcohol. What kind of question is that? We live stream every Monday. We're live streaming this video now. All the Green Jellÿ videos will be live streamed. So check us out next month. I have no idea what we're live streaming then, but
I had an idea earlier that we'll talk about in the next production meeting.
oh, all right. It might. I think schedule wise, it's the 2000s, the year 2000 album of the decade kickoff is scheduled, but we'll see. Give us a like.
Okay.
Give us a subscribe. Share us with your friends. We need all the help we can get because we cover bands like Green Jellÿ and the Butthole Surfers. So we don't hit those algorithms that, very often.
Did you see the Surfers Is It Art popped off, though?
Right? Weird. That's weird. But shout out if you watch the Surfers Is It Art.
Yeah, absolutely. Hashtag it.
And next week we'll be doing Motley Crue, so come hang out with
Stick
Dr.
around
Feelgood.
That'll air in a couple weeks because we're still on what?
Oh, yeah, we're still in Parliament. I forgot we're live.
Yeah, Parliament just started, so
Yeah.
next is Motley Crue.
Well, if you're not watching us live, Motley Crue is next week. But if you are watching us live, you got to wait a couple weeks for Motley Crue.
Right.
As
Welcome to
always,
our schedule.
welcome to our schedule. We don't even know what day it is anymore. Speaking of, we got to do our Halloween stuff here pretty soon. As always, be safe and make those good decisions.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Saturday, Sunday, happy days.
Dun, 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 dun. Monday, Tuesday.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Yo, come back now, you hear?